What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the last 2 months of those amazing videos. Please make sure you comment down below and comment on those videos, your thoughts and everything about that place, because that is just something that I would love to start doing in the future a little bit more often, just start visiting places and just do foods from those places, because that was just a wonderful experience, and it's all thanks to you guys, and I really appreciate it. With that said though, we're back here in Orlando, and today we're gonna be going to basically a Chinese fast food restaurant that finally opened here in Orlando. They have tons of locations in China, I don't know where, but it is something that's really popular over there. It's called, at least here, it's called JiBeiChuan Noodle and Ramen House, if I'm not mistaken. All the information is gonna be in the description down below. This place, I did go once. I wanted to try it out before bringing you guys with me, but this place was absolutely amazing and delicious, and I honestly have to bring you guys along so you guys can check this place out, because it is, at the time of recording this, it is fairly new. I think it only opened maybe a month ago from the time of recording this, maybe a month and a half. By the time you guys watch this, it probably had been like 3 or 4 months. So with that said, really excited. We're gonna head over there. I am starving. My wife is starving. Danny's gonna be joining us, so I'm gonna order a ton of different dishes. I can't wait. Let's go. All right guys, awesome, we are here. I'm really excited. This place is just absolutely phenomenal. I've been here once already with Danny and Julia, and I know exactly all of the items I wanna order. You guys wanna just take a look at the menu? I'm gonna do this here for you so you guys can see all the different items that they have. And you're more than welcome to just pause the video so you can kind of look it over. With that said, I'm gonna take a little bit of time. I already know quite a few items that I'm gonna order, but I do wanna order something a little bit different, or at least some additional things that I didn't order last time, so I can get to try it out today and let you guys know how it is. So I'm also gonna try to organize this a little bit better, but enough talking, I will see you guys when the food's out. All right guys, awesome. So we have our first few items that are out. There are appetizers. I'm gonna show you guys right here. This is amazing. They're both really good, but you guys gotta check this out. All right guys, so this right here is their appetizer of crispy pork. This is freshly fried pork. The best comparison I can do with this is it really reminds me of sweet and sour pork. The outside is just this amazing flavor, and it's covered in a dry, basically pepper flakes, and it's just absolutely amazing flavor. We're gonna go ahead and try this out and see how it is. And hopefully the mic captures, but this is literally crispy pork. Let's go ahead and try another piece, just so I can show you the inside. So I promise the inside doesn't look like much, but just the phenomenal flavor that's in here, the flavor of the dough, the very slight spice that's coming from the dried like pepper flakes, and then you have a little bit of pork in there. It's just absolutely delicious, nice and tender and soft. It all comes together so well. Oh, I'm gonna have one more piece. Another thing is just most of the pieces have some pieces of fat in it, so it even adds more to the flavor, but it doesn't end up being where it's greasy tasting at all. It's just fantastic. All right guys, the next thing that we're gonna try, it's gonna be these amazing pot stickers, these gyoza, these dumplings, however you wanna call it. Check this out. First of all, look how perfect these look. They literally look like picture perfect, like right off the menu items. Bottom is nice and crispy. Top is just perfectly steamed. We're gonna go ahead and just grab it again here, and then we're gonna go ahead and just dip it into this beautiful sauce that they provide us. There's little tiny pieces of garlic in it. And let's try this baby out and see how it is. Guys, here we go. Nice, delicious pork. You have some nice pieces of cabbage in there. You have the slight crispiness, not much though, from the bottom. You have the elasticity of that perfectly steamed bun, or like not bun, but like the outside. And then this sauce just adds a little bit of acidity to it, because it's like basically like a soy sauce with black vinegar maybe, ever so slight. Mixed together with a little bit of garlic flavor, it just comes together so well. It kind of changes up the flavor of the dumpling itself to something a little bit more unique. All right guys, so we got our next item here. This is the xiaolongbao right here. I mean, they look phenomenal. These are soup dumplings, a little bit different. They're more closer to buns, like steamed buns in my opinion. But yeah, let's go ahead and check these out. So as I was saying before, they do remind me a little bit more of steamed buns, but they are filled with broth. Let's go ahead and just grab one. We're gonna put it on this plate, put it on the side here so I don't get any sauce. And then we're gonna put this on the side so they can have some. But we're gonna go ahead and try this out and see how it is. Sorry about the camera focus. But yeah, let's try it. Hey guys, we're gonna take a bite of this. I'm kind of nervous. She told me to be careful because it's freshly made, so apparently the liquids in here is really, really hot. But the thing with these is you have to, when they're this type of bun, you have to eat it soon because the bun will slowly absorb the broth, and then you just end up having a juicy, you know, bun. Oh my God. So unfortunately, again, the broth itself is pretty much gone, but the flavor from the filling of this is phenomenal. You have herby flavors, you have that delicious pork. It's just cooked perfectly. Oh my goodness gracious. But you see the inside is completely absorbed all of the broth in there. So that's what I'm saying, you gotta really eat it as quickly as possible, but this is phenomenal in flavor. I'm gonna grab a little bit of black vinegar here and just kind of pour it inside since it's so open. Oop, I poured way too much, so it's gonna be rough, but let's try it out. Way too much black vinegar, that's my fault. But the black vinegar breaks through that richness of that pork. Oh man. That's delicious. All right, we have a lot of items coming out at once, so I'm gonna try to be quick. This one here is Danny's dish. He was nice enough to let us show you, and then I'm probably gonna try a piece of the meat, giggity. But let's go ahead and check this out. So this right here is beef brisket dry rice noodles. You have some cucumber, you have brisket meat, you have a little bit of cartilage, or I don't know what this is called. I don't think this is cartilage, but this is just phenomenal in flavor. And then you have a whole boiled egg in there. And then you have the noodles, but I have some of these myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and just try the meat here. Let's go ahead and just take this out and then just grab a small piece of the actual beef brisket, put it on this plate, and then you have some peanuts as well, and then just very small amount of these noodles to try it out, and let's see how this is. All right guys, here we go. Oh man, really good texture, very dry. I'll say that right off the bat. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to mix it. A little bit overcooked in my opinion, the noodles themselves, but the flavor that comes out of that, nice and spicy, nice umami flavor. Brisket itself is super tender, super soft, super juicy. I feel like the brisket itself is what ties everything together. You get a little bit of freshness from the cucumber. You have a whole balanced meal here. Okay, guys, the next dish that we're gonna try here, this is the tossed fried udon noodles with chicken. They have chicken, beef, I believe shrimp, and I think you have a vegetarian one. This is the chicken, let's check it out. I didn't have this last time, but I love how the noodles are so perfectly coated with like a very thick sauce that sticks to the noodles themselves. You have onions, you have green onions, you have cabbage, you have chicken. Oh, this looks phenomenal. Let's go ahead and just try some of this out and see how it is. Maybe I'm not an expert with the chopsticks, unfortunately, because I've always had a hard time trying to eat udons with chopsticks. So let's try this out. Oh my God. Oh man, the flavors are phenomenal. Let me try to get a little bit more noodles themselves. Oh man. I made a mess of my shirt, but super juicy, perfectly cooked al dente. You have slight crunch from the cabbage. Delicious flavor from this chicken. It's super juicy when you bite down. The wok flavor that comes through this. I mean, look how dark some of these parts are. It's just absolutely phenomenal. This might be exaggeration, but I don't think so. This is some of the best udon noodles I've ever had. All right guys, so now we're gonna try this. So I don't know if you guys remember a couple months ago, and I'm about to mention it again, but this is their shrimp fried rice. They have beef fried rice, chicken fried rice, vegetable fried rice, and shrimp fried rice. This right here, guys, is the second best fried rice I've ever had. And the reason I say second is because amazing fried rice from YH Seafood House was amazing, but super overpriced. Instead here, you get some great portions that we're gonna go ahead and add on here to our plate here. You get amazing portion sizes, and this is like some of the best rice you could possibly have in Orlando. And you get all this for like 13 bucks or something like that. I think that's a great deal because this, I mean, you have corn, you have onions, you have green onions, you have eggs, and of course you have these huge fat shrimp pieces that usually other places put the baby shrimp. No, they put on like the whole thing on here. So let's go ahead and try this out. I'm making a mess, unfortunately, but it's because the food's so good. Oh my God. Flavors are phenomenal. The corn adds this little bit of crunch and explosion of sweetness. You have that wok flavor, big, huge fat shrimp. Gives it the slight umami. As you guys can tell, I'm gonna finish this before moving to the last dish. I guess we're moving into the last dish here. They have a bunch of different type of noodles. This one right here is their Thai style spicy. I would say mid-tier spicy with other items that they have on their menu. This is the beef brisket. Let's go ahead and check this out. Essentially, it's beef brisket and rice noodle soup. You have rice noodles on the bottom. You have a ton of beef brisket on the top. Cornish hen eggs. I mean, oh man, I think this is, I forgot the name of this mushroom, but this is like a type of mushroom. This is all perfect. And like the broth itself, the color, look at that. Let's go ahead and try this out. So Danny just told me it's woodier fungus, that it grows on trees, but almost the texture that it has, it's almost like cartilage. Like very thin cartilage, it's amazing. Nice and spicy, not overwhelming with flavor. It's super delicious. It's like a, oh man, it's spicy. I do like it. They do give you soy sauce. They give you a whole bunch of other items if you want to try to like mix it in. If you think it's bland, to me this is perfect because it feels very homey. It doesn't feel like overwhelming. It doesn't feel too strong. Let's try these rice noodles. They absorb the flavor from that soup, from that broth so well. A little bit of the fungus, a little bit of the brisket. Oh man, no, this is amazing, guys, seriously. Last time when I came and had this, I had the chicken, which I thought was delicious as well, but this is brisket is so much better. Guys, this is honestly they're brand new, so this place is pretty empty right now, but I constantly see people coming in to pick up orders for like DoorDash and Uber Eats. This is phenomenal in flavor. I hope that they get more popular because this is some of the best like Chinese, I don't want to say takeout, it's just, it feels like it's like a step up from that. It's much nicer, very traditional in a lot of the items that they serve here. The flavors are phenomenal. Nothing's too greasy, nothing's too salty. I just absolutely adore this place. With that said, I ordered way too much food, guys. I'm gonna try to see if I can have a little bit more of everything and then just go from there. I'll see what I can have. But I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Super excited. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button, that notification bell. And I'll see you guys next Sunday. And until then, let's just keep on eating.